So for tonight's homework, students are going to think about what they know about the metric system so far, how many times larger or how many of one make the other. So if you look at the first example, it's talking about centimeters to meters. So this is the smaller unit, this is the larger unit. And a centimeter requires to be 100 of them to make a meter. So a meter is 100 times larger. So if we're thinking about this and we thought about numbers, we'd ask ourselves, what thing times 100 would give us hundreds? What place value? So in this case, it would be the ones place. So we're thinking here about place value and about the metric system. So having students think about how we get from meters to kilometers. Well, how many meters does it take to make a kilometer? They should understand that it takes 1,000. So this is 1,000 times bigger. So here if we have the smaller unit, what unit is 1,000 times bigger than a gram? Well, what is the prefix that goes in front of that? What's the 1,000 that makes? What does 1,000 grams make? So here, if we have 1, so we're thinking about grams times 1,000. What if we thought about 1 times 1,000? What place value would that put you in? Well, 1 times 1,000 is 1,000, so you'd be in the thousands place. For milliliters, thinking about what thing is 100 times bigger than a milliliter. Something is a liter. This is something that we've talked about in class. To go from 1 to 100,000, how many times bigger is that? Well, 1 has to be multiplied by what to get to 100,000? That's the answer they're going to write there. For these, they're filling in the unknown unit. So if we know that we have this number, students would say it, and that'll help them say it. So if they say 135, the 1 is a 100. Same exercise for B. 135 centimeters is 1 what? 35 centimeters. It's going to be matching 100. Here we have 1,215 is 1 what? What's the unit? That goes in the blank space. For D, same idea. 1,215. What's the missing unit of the 1? The next one, we have 12,350 is 12. Well, what place value did you hear me say when I said the number? That's going to help you know what unit we're talking about. 12,350 grams is 12 kilograms, 350. Well, what's the unit that you see on F? That's going to be the same unit behind the 350. So on number 3, you're going to combine what they show you and you're going to write the number. So you're working opposite of what you just did in 2. So I'll help you with the first one. It says 125,312 ones. Well, I hear 125,312 and these are worth ones. So try the next ones yourself. You're just doing a conversion of liters and milliliters. For 4, what students are going to want to do is they're going to want to make a common unit. So in this case, they'd probably want to change all of those into milliliters, remembering that 1,000, 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. And here they're probably going to want to change the kilometers into the meter. Same rule. 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. Anytime we have a kiloliter, kilometer, it's going to be 1,000 of the unit. Okay? The next problem says Brandon's backpack, and then students are going to use greater than, less than, or equal to. So remember, the larger number goes with the opening of the symbol. Brandon's backpack weighs 3,140 grams. Brandon weighs 22 kilograms, 610 grams more than his backpack. If Brandon stands on a scale wearing his backpack, what will the weight read? So if you think about a tape diagram, we're trying to find what Brandon would weigh on the scale. Well, we know Brandon himself weighs, let's change that so it's in an appropriate place. We know Brandon himself weighs 22 kilograms and 610 grams. His backpack weighs 3,140 grams. So to figure out the total, students would need to combine those two. All right, for the next one, placing them on a number line. You'll notice that the number line is in all metered form. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to change this one right here to all meters. This one's in all meters, so you should be able to find it. This one you'd want to change to meters. This one, to change it from centimeters to meters, we're going to divide by 100. So that'll help students be able to solve that one. For problem 7, what they're likely going to want to do is they're going to want to see the number line. They're going to have to figure out the increment. So if this is 0 and this is 4, you can see that there's 1,000 at each spot. So this is 1,000 grams, 2,000 grams, 3,000 grams. So again, students are going to want to change this one and this one to be able to put it on the scale properly. The rest they should be able to locate and find.